I'm Father John Geaney of the Paulist Fathers, and you're watching Psalm Sense. You may have noticed that I've been kind of missing from Psalm Sense for a few weeks, and that's because I had a stroke. And you may also notice that I am able to talk to you, which is a wonderful gift. And I was also able to walk into this room, which is another wonderful gift that came from God. And I am more than grateful for both of those situations. So now we're able to move along and do what we've always done. And one of the things that has not changed since I had my stroke is that we still have a war in Ukraine. People are still being killed there. Battles are being fought there. There is no way that we can determine who might just be winning, or if anybody is winning. Is it just a senseless slaughter that goes on and on? Well, you might think in the midst of that God has kind of forsaken us, or God has kind of drifted away from the people of Ukraine, and indeed for all of us. And in Psalm 94, you might think, see that? I always knew this was a tough God. Because there the psalmist says, O Lord, avenging God, shine forth. Judge of the earth, arise. Give the proud what they deserve. Those are pretty tough words. They describe God in a way that I'm not used to, and I'm sure you're not used to it either. Nonetheless, what it tells us is that what we actually must reflect upon is not the fact that we do have a God who can be vengeful, but that instead we are aware of the need at times for us to be reminded that God doesn't like some of the things that we do, and he doesn't cotton to the kind of things that are taking place in the Ukraine. Nonetheless, Psalm 94 goes on and urges us to think as the psalmist thought. And what is that? What the psalmist says a little later in Psalm 94 is, the Lord will not abandon his people, nor forsake those who are his heritage. I'm sure you like to think of yourself as a part of God's heritage. And therefore, you can be comforted by the Psalms that tell us that God is indeed helping us, aiding us, urging us to be better than we are. And if we do that, then we are indeed following this God who is always thoughtful and caring about us, even in the very difficult times we experience in our lives. For Psalm Sense, I'm Father John Geaney. My time is up. I thank you for yours.